Tech at McKay International, Focus Logistics, Trucking, Quindes Farming Incorporated. So you guys already know the title. It's a little controversy, but you guys know my skin color. I was born and raised in NYC, and everything I know is basically a colored woman. So all I date is colored women, and not just anyone. A friend of mine who is of color asked, "Where's all the kings at?" We had a little gathering yesterday, and that's the first thing she said was, "Where's all the kings at?" And I stood up and said, "Getting the kingdom ready." And she was like, "Okay," did that, Bacardi B shit, and walked up to the table and wanted to hang out with us because, again, she came in acting like she was the queen looking for kings. And then when we started to speak, ladies, I'm going to say this very loud and very clear. When a gentleman speaks to you, use English to speak to them back again. But you ladies are so used to talking that hood rat shit, and this is where we distinguish a queen from a court jester. There's a lot of you females out here talking about you queens, and you crying about looking for, a man that cheated on you to begin with, that treated you like shit, and secondly, and didn't give two fucks about, who you are, because they slept with your best friend. And you out there crying about this idiot who's a court jester to begin with. And we look at you ladies, about levels. And a king is not born as a king. King is born as a prince. A king is a king when he comes into a certain level. So, for you out there calling you kings, do this unless you're at that level. That means you better have your house in order, your notes better be paid, you better not be living with mommy or daddy or any other family member unless some tragic situation happened. Then I can understand. But other than that, stop acting like you're a fucking king when you're living with mommy and mommy is doing this to you. Come here, my boy. You got something over here. And wiping your ass, basically. Doing your laundry. Because a king is a man. And a man does things by himself. Alone. That means that he pays his bills, he cleans his house, he makes sure his shit is in order. Neat and tidy. For the boys, they don't know how to clean. They don't know how to do things. They don't know how to keep themselves tidy. They don't know what it is to present themselves as a king. Back in my days, the women's always said if the man had clean shoes, they didn't care if they were cheap or anything, but if his shoes were clean, it gave them an idea of how disciplined that mind is. And it's the reason why we in the military, we are very disciplined about certain things, and we continue to be disciplined, even after we leave the military, because there are certain things when we level up that teaches us certain things. But ladies, if you're acting like Bacardi B and doing that bird chirping shit that she does, and no offense to her, that's her style. I'm not taking anything away from her. But what is she? She is an entertainer. Basically a court jester. That's what a court jester is, an entertainer. An athlete is an entertainer, is a court jester. A musician is the same thing, a court jester. An actor, the same thing, a court jester. So if you're looking at, where the kings and where the queens at, take a look at yourself in the mirror. And look at your narcissistic ways. Talking about, niggas should be at my feet, kissing my feet. Okay. What did you do to deserve that, ladies? For my baby mamas out there, my exes, You know, I see a lot of you guys talking about, I'm a queen, man. I deserve to be treated, like a queen. Okay. You ever heard of Karma? Karma. My aunt. My aunt is, I love my aunt. And she's married to my Uncle Death. Death. They're my favorite two siblings that I have, that they've been with me since I was small. My uncle went like this, and this is why I got this mark right here. For a lot of you who don't seem to understand what this is sometimes. Like my uncle told me, shut the fuck up, open your fucking eyes, pay attention, and listen. Don't speak, because you're a child. The grown-ups are talking. And I used to be like, damn, this motherfucker's harsh. And all my other families members were the same way. You're a child. Get away from grown-up shit. And then when I started to do grown-up things, they brought me in and they started to teach me. My Uncle Manny, my Uncle Ed, my Aunt Yvette, my Aunt America, my Aunt Cholita, my Uncle Jose. They all played instrument parts, to my structure, and the in-house fighting that I saw prepared me. I will never be like this, ever in my fucking life. And I saw myself going down this path. And this is where us prince, because remember, we have to level up. I started out as a court jester, looking around, trying to be a knight. Became a knight and said, fuck that shit, man. I don't want to be fighting my whole entire way. So I became a prince. Started to see what kings and queens really do. They own lands. They own things. They got their house in orders. They start hiring people. Ladies, you're talking about you're a queen. I don't see your entourage. I don't see people, that you hire around you. So take that chip off your shoulder. Stop it. Yes, I understand you deserve to be treated like one. All women do. Because my moms deserve to be like that, and we were all raised by you ladies. So when you're looking for queens, you queens are looking for kings. And we're being raised by, we single moms. Well, you're the one to blame. So when I hear all these ladies, these hood rats ladies, where are the kings at, walking in like they're the life of the party, and we're just sitting down like fucking court jester, just walking, and we're smoking our blunt, drinking, and then they come to the table wanting to smoke with us, drink with us, and we're like, go find one of these little the simp motherfuckers where you shake or bat your little eyes and these motherfuckers are buying you things. A real man knows how to treat a woman and know if she's a woman or if she's a court jester. Because those that are royalty don't mix themselves with the help. I'm just saying that those are the rules, right? So get that chip off your shoulders, ladies, gentlemen. Let's start acting like ladies and gentlemen. I thought chivalry, died, and I thought I was the last one, to hold the door open for a woman. And then you open a door for a woman today, and they don't even say thank you no more. It's like you have to do this to them. And it's a demand that you must do this. And when you open your mouth and you say, God damn, lady, say thank you. And they look at you like, you desire them. And it's like, lady, man, your ass stinks, your mouth stinks, your pussy stinks. You don't even know how to wipe behind your ear because your mama didn't teach you right. And then they get mad because they want to clown you. And then when you clown them back, they get really pissed off. And then you already know, because when they speak, you can tell what level they're at, how educated they are. Because remember, a king is fully educated. A prince is fully educated. A princess is fully educated. So if you dropped out of school, how can you call yourself a king or queen when you dropped out of school? No offense. And even if you did drop out of school, it's the knowledge. The important thing is the knowledge. Because I didn't finish college. I had to drop out in my senior year, 6 months before my graduation, because my daughter was born and I became a father. So pay attention, please. Ladies, stop it with this I'm a queen thing. You're not a queen if you don't have the education. I'm being straight up with that. You don't see Queen Elizabeth popping her ass, shaking her tits, going into the parties and saying, bitch, where's the kings at? Because I'm about to get, some king is going to get lucky. I'm about to fuck the shit out of him. You don't see that shit. But all I see is these hood rats coming around acting like, queens and kings. And what are you guys doing? And then some of the girls, I will never date a man like this. That nigga's ugly, woo, 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 this. And then all of a sudden they find out how big that pocketbook is and that wallet is. And then all of a sudden they come to you, hey, and we're doing this. I don't think so. You clowned me the first time when I just said hello to you, or just even open the door. Just open the door and be a gentleman, and at least show that there are true gentlemen out there. But you ladies, you demand, for us to open the door. This is why we don't even pull the chairs out for you no more. Think, ladies. You want to be Miss Independent? A lot of you talking about, I got my own house, I got my own car, I pay my own bills, I work. Okay, that's fine. You're a slave to the system. Sorry, I can't use my other hand to clap, but I am clapping for you. You leveled up, but you're not at the level that we are in. You just got that one thing, which is normal for everyone. We all have to get up and go to work because no one's going to come feed your dumb ass because of your looks. No man is going to be that stupid because you look pretty, you have big tits, and you have big ass. We're not going to go and feed you. And for a lot of you ladies, you're fucking us for a meal, for a hamburger. And I'm being straight up. And there's a lot of ladies that, always said, I'll never fuck for a hamburger. And guess what? What do? We go out on a date, and we're in the car, and guess what? I'm doing this with my head and holding your head, and you like this on a stick. And it's not the shifter knob from the car. It's my shifter knob for me. So let's be real. Let's use reality for things, because I broke up with my baby mama. I had to sleep in the streets. But at the same time, guess what? I saved every fucking penny so that I will never go through that bullshit again, ever in my life, thinking that I found the right woman, that I'm going to be, this is the last woman for me. And guess what? I had 2 more other women that had my children beat after her. Jazz and Yen. For Yen, we have a special arrangement and special agreements. For Jasmine, I don't know. I don't know what to call it, because it's not even a relationship. We're just with each other because of the child, the convenience of a child. But we don't speak. I don't come home. I haven't been home for almost going on a month now. And when I return home, I've been telling a lot of my friends, man, I'm ready to 86er, which is sad because there is no real feelings. It was a hookup that ended up with, baggage or luggage, and it's my daughter. And I'm proud, but she ain't doing anything. She's just sitting home doing her nails, spending my money, acting like she's, Bill Gates' wife. And I'm sorry, man. This is why I walk alone. The Most High told me, when you reach your limit, you're going to walk alone. And when you walk alone, this is when me and you are going to walk and we're going to discuss things. And this is why I walk alone now, because I'm walking with the Mosai. He's discussing things, current events that are coming and all of this, and I warn some of my family members because I don't want to see them go through the heartache and pain of what's coming, and they don't want to listen. Because again, if you want to be a king, this has to be working 100%. You can't go by doctors and scientists that say that you're only using 10% of that brain or less, because who controls the other 90? That's where I'm trying to reach these young men and women today. I'm old as the dirt, and I always say that. I have 3 different birthdays, I have 3 different identifications, I have different types that will say different ages, because that's how old I am. For my baby mama, she only knows, that I was born in the 70s. For the other one that passed away, I was born in the 60s, and the other one, I was born in the 40s. So, pay attention. Use this up here, because there are some real kings out there, alone, looking for a queen. But not just anyone, because the link that I put, and I'm going to put the link here too, in the description, a real king is about his kingdom. It is not about the queen. It is about his kingdom and his subjects. So let's be real about this. My subjects are my people out here. My friends, my family that I call friends and family, the friends and family that I made on my own, not because of blood, because I went out here and they showed me nothing but loyalty. And loyalty is principle for anything. Loyalty is the first thing a prince and a princess learn. Loyalty, and how to keep their words. And then we start learning ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. And then we learn how to fight. And then we learn how to de-escalate things. So if you're out there acting like heathens, we have orders to destroy you like a beast. And those who lay down with beasts, the Bible speaks about this, and you can go to any pasture, if a human sleeps with an animal, the Lord gave us the power to destroy you and that animal. So don't go acting like animals out here, because we will destroy you. The reason why, there's something inside my chest. I'm going to say it, and a lot of people don't seem to understand it, but it's the reason why I signed up for them to put this inside me, so that I can have mutual assured destruction. As a king, we must be prepared for anything and everything. So, if you think you're a king, are you prepared? And are you prepared for the events that are going to be coming? It's already here, but you don't seem to see it. And this king is blind, born blind, can't see. And yet I drive like you guys. I can see things that you guys can't see. So pay attention, ladies. There are real kings out here. We just don't want any queen. We're looking for a specific one. And the gentleman that I'm going to put that made this link, my skin is red, my skin is brown, and my skin is black. 3 different shades of color mixed in one. And I became a child of the Americas, along the spine of the Americas, and I know where I come from and my roots. And this is why we do things in a certain way. And this is why some of the girls that I've been with, and they get mad at me, because when I put my foot down, and I don't give a shit what I lose, all of this is material. I can go somewhere else and build it. This is why I don't care about material things, but you ladies do. You ladies want to keep up with the Joneses. It's not our ways. Joneses keep up with us. So, for you fellas out there that own land, that have your own businesses, that are doing things from one king to another, we bump out and we will salute you. For you others that are acting like kings and still live with mommy and doing the pay-to-play bullshit, we don't salute you. So, ladies, this is the first time I ever do a video like this, and my thing is how to fix things. So, how do we fix this, ladies? I'm an old man. I've seen things that you would never see in your whole entire lifetime. And like my son's mother, I tell her, when I came here, you don't even know your own city, yet let alone your own state, yet let alone your own country, for you to understand what it is to be a queen. And she always got disappointed when I said that. And it disappointed me too, because I was expecting someone to be at a level. I mean, she's smart. I can't say she's not smart. But for the ignorant things, she falls for it. And I felt sorry. We separated, and I still feel sorry for her. Because she's the mother of my kids, I still give her that respect. And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And people say, would you ever get back together with her? And I tell her and others, never. We will never get back together again, because a choice she made, not a choice that I make. She made this choice. So she has to live with the consequences. It hurts me because I can't be around my kids. And ladies, when you do this stupid shit, you're hurting yourself, and then you're hurting the other person. And then the other person, whenever you decide to ever get back together again, that other person's always going to keep that behind his head and will never trust you. So this is why I have rules. Men, put rules on yourself. I don't have reverse. I only go forward. I don't look backwards. The Bible tells me don't look behind, because you're going to turn into a pillar of salt. So, that's what I teach my kids. Look forward to the future. Where you're going to be at in 5 years. Men, we make plans where we're going to be at in 5 years, and we reach our goals before that 5th year comes. Ladies, if you want to be involved in our lives, you better start leveling up, because material things, that's for the birds. And even the birds don't like material things. So, pay very close attention, because the kings are out there. You fail to see who they are. We sweat because we're building our kingdom. We're laying brick by brick. We lay down the dirt, we lay down the foundation, we lay down the bricks, we lay down the wiring, we lay down everything we need. And you're going to come and do this and act like, we got to cater to you? No. It's a mutual agreement, 50-50, down the middle. If I'm sweating my ass off to build a kingdom, you better sweat your ass off to keep that kingdom going, to keep the lights on, to make sure that there is no fracture or there's no mistake in any of the construction, or they ain't taking any shortcuts. That means you must have that king's back at all times, and you must stand together, side by side, not one leading the other or the other one behind the other, together. And when two people are together, that means you have two brains, which is better than one. Ladies, now are you getting it? Now are you understanding? But a lot of you ladies don't seem to understand that we men are hunters and gatherers. We're not this little soft shit that you guys are creating today. And I get mad because my sons are going to end up being like that. With these little gay motherfuckers doing their nails, doing their face and all of that. Doing everything you ladies do, going to the nail salon, the foot salon, the hair salon. That's that gay shit. That's what you're raising, little womans. Let's be honest. You're raising these men. So when you're asking where the kings are, well, take a look at what you raised. And then you get your answer. Anyway, Mike, sorry I did this video like this. It was something that was bugging me from last night's interaction with fake ass queens, you know, the hood rats that pretending to be queens. So I'm going to put a link down this, and you guys will be able to watch this person, and this person says exactly how I feel. I'm not saying it because, again, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But again, listen to this gentleman speak. We men speak like this. We don't speak like children, and we don't act like children. We men put our toys aside, and I put my toys away at the age of 12, and I was holding real Barbie dolls, playing around with real human Barbie dolls at the age of 12. So use this up here, and use 100% of this, not that 10% bullshit that scientists and doctors keep telling us that we only have that ability to use. So educate yourself, level up, my brothers. So when these little court jesters coming around acting like queens, talking about where the king's at, you sit back and you point at the little motherfuckers down at the bottom that are court jesters, and you go, that's your level right there. You'll find a king down there. But don't come up here to the VP room, because you're not allowed up here. Kings and queens don't mix with the help. We're entertained by the help. Anyway, I'm out.